Well, it's Friday the 19th of June. As you can see, it's raining. Most probably, I've got an umbrella up above me walking down the driveway. It's a bit windy, but I guess it is supposed to be winter. But it's actually, even though we did have a couple of frosts about a month ago, it's been quite mild. I haven't mowed my front lawn, just let the rain do it bit, but you can still, it's still been growing and it's still green, and we're in winter, so go figure. So just looking out the front, you can see the water running in the gutter and the leaves from across the road. I'll have to get those cleaned up. And then down the road out to the sort of southwest, it's raining. Anyway, I'll get back inside. Whoop, the wind's got the umbrella. Quiet day today. So I'm back in my messy office, everybody. Haven't had a shave, but I'm not doing any mowing or anything like that. It's been a funny one because I actually have been mowing a few places. A lot of the winter weeds have really taken off, like cape weed and marshmallow weed. Yesterday, one of my existing customers, which I've shown before, I couldn't get their backyard around their house done last week, so I went and did that yesterday and whippersnipped that, and I had sprayed it, and the cape weed was dying. You could see that yellowing, but the marshmallow weed hadn't. And I'm just wondering whether heavy dews, because marshmallow weed's a tough old bird. So anyway, I've whippersnipped all that down, and that's all good, and I'll just see what that's like when I go back in a couple of weeks' time. So I haven't shown the mowing. Just had to get in and get it done because it's sort of, with heavy dews and all that, I'm leaving it till either late morning or, around lunchtime just to get in and get them done. Raining today, raining tomorrow as well, which is good. We're happy about that. And it is winter. But yeah, the grass still growing weeds still growing actively in June. Completely different to last year where we had lots of frosts and everything had slowed right down. But I have been busy. I've got some, I'll call it some maintenance work I want to do on the Ventrac. Essentially, check the blades, most probably take them off and rotate them because they are reversible, and I'm going to show all this on video. Grease the spindles as well. I won't do a greasing of the tractor itself. That's every 50 hours, so it's got about 80, I was going to say about 85-ish hours on it, so not far away from doing the rest. I think there's about 13 grease points on the tractor itself, so I'll do that and show that when I do that next time. The other thing I did, I sort of backed into a tree limb where the caddy was, or the crossbar on the caddy, and it bent that, and that steel actually was quite thin. So I got some replacement thicker tubular steel, about 1.6 mil, and it is more robust. So I've put that on, and I'll show you that. With that, when I bought the tubular steel, I bought a fire extinguisher as well, so that'll permanently be in that in the tractor caddy. And the type I got was an ABE, which does I can't remember what the symbols are for, but it covers what we need to, grass and all those sort of things, and fuel, combustible fuel. So you just got to make sure that you get the right fire extinguisher. I'll just stop the video here and make sure I let you know what that is. One sec. Right, it's on the box. So combustible materials: wood, paper, cloth, rubber, most plastics and fabrics, liquids, petrol. It's a petrol machine, kerosene and oils, and electrical equipment, electrical appliances, equipment, wiring and electronics. So that covers everything for what I need for the Ventrac, and really important to have it out in the field with me on the Ventrac tractor, because I could be a kilometre away from the patrol, and I actually have a fire extinguisher in the patrol as well. So that's what it says there, ABE. You can stop that and have a bit of a read of that. But I think it's critical for just safety. The other thing that I bought was, because as you know I have DeWalt gear, just wanted to get a little torch, or flashlight as you call it in the US. So I've got all the batteries, so I don't need any more batteries at the moment. But just a DeWalt XR 18 volt lithium ion DCL 040, $50 I think, and that's essentially it. We'll just take off the battery off. Pretty basic. Move over there, Brian. That'll focus. And then just put that on. Watch out for the bright light. That works. So good. You know, when I work on the Ventrac, if you know it's in a darker spot, it's got a little hook, and you know, up and down. So that'll do what I need to do. Not just working on the Ventrac, but if it in any dark spaces. I do have another torch, which is like a strip LED one as well, which has got a magnetic base. So I've got both of them to be able to do stuff there. And there's another thing that I've got, but I'll just set that up and we'll unbox it. So what I also got, everybody, was some Ventrac recovery ramps or recovery tracks. So they came this morning. That says Ventrac light. A bit heavy, but let's just have a look. Sand, mud, snow, slush, and rough and tough Valeris paddocks. So I guess I should have got these a while ago, because I got bogged I've been bogged once on I think it was my little ZT 2000 in one place. So good to have in the back of the patrol or the back of the trailer, and certainly with some of the stuff I know I'll be doing with the Ventrac, these will come in really handy. Haven't opened them yet, so we'll just break the tape. What does it say there? Ventrac. Yeah, lots of stuff on that. So just bear with me, everyone. I'll just put it on the ground, and where are they? Here we go. So that's them. Turn them up the other way, Brian. We can read them. So recovery tracks. So we'll get that off there. Got a strap or a cable to, you know, tie them together. I'll just get that off and then we'll have a look at one individually. Hopefully it's not too difficult. No, that's good. So that's the strap. Just pull them apart and just look at one. Or are they taped too? No, they're zip tied. Just break that. And they're zip tied on the other side as well. Okay, so just have a look at them. Really good dimples there. And essentially what you're doing, and that's, see how there's two rows there versus one row there. That's what goes in underneath the tyre, so you know you get that extra grip at the start. So you're just basically putting it in, and I'm sure that would have worked for me. These would have worked for me the other day. So quite aggressive. Read good reviews on all the Max Tracks products. You can see this side up. So not that side, but these will come in really handy for a variety of reasons. So these were about, I think, 170. It was free freight, which is good. So a good addition to Prime Cuts Lawn Care with the other stuff. So we're out with the Ventrac, everybody. So this is the Tough Cut Deck here. There's a grease nipple down here. There's one over there on the bearing, and then there's another bearing over there. So I'm just going to grease those because they're accessible. The important ones are the bearings. So just want to keep them lubricated. I'm not doing the tractor. It's essentially the Tough Cut Deck. There is a grease nipple on the power rake that I'm just going to give most probably one squirt of grease to, just to keep it right. The grease that I use is Nulon, which is an Aussie company. It's the lithium complex, which is what is recommended, NLGI2. And I've used this for a long time in my boat trailers and all that sort of stuff. Very good lithium for water repellent properties and all that sort of thing. So I'll just get the grease gun out and do a couple of those. And as I think I've said before, I just use the hand one because I can feel the pumps. Anyway, just got to get in here, and that's a bit of fun. Just come from the top. Righto, that's come out. That's good. See that coming out. I'll just go to the other side. Squeeze in here, give that a pump. Till do. Same with this one. Yep. Doesn't like that. Where is that cloth I had? Take two. we go. Lost a bit of... Okay, done. So the other thing I'm doing, everyone, is I'm just having a quick look at the belt, and that looks pretty good, no cracks or anything like that. And what I also have to do is when I'm getting organised, I have to take these 2 pins out so I can lift the deck, and then also this mechanism here. But I've got to start the tractor, take that pin out, pull that back so that releases everything, then I can lift the deck up properly. So I'll just get myself organised for that. So just checking everything. Initially, everyone, here's, let's call it on the, as we look at the tractor on the right hand side, just looking at this blade. Oh, there's a few chips and nicks in there. Okay, I'll move across one. Good one there. And then over here, this one's not too bad, but this is the counterclockwise one. These ones go clockwise, this one goes counter. So to get these off, I go counterclockwise. These two, to get this off, I go clockwise. So I'll just get them off, and we'll have a bit more of a look at them. 19 mil on the DeWalt impact wrench. So hopefully everything will be right here. Oh. Let's see if we can get that on. Might have to hold that. Okay, have to get a bit of wood. Sorry, it's a bit tight in here. Anyway, and that's heavy. So. Something's going on. Bear with me, everybody. So I've got this one loosened. This one is tight. So, and I just double checked. It's had bottom view. These were to loosen anti-clockwise. So we'll just see how we go. It's very stuck. Something's going on. Well, here we are, everybody. It's I'm going to call it the morning after the night before, because I had huge problems trying to get the this blade off and that blade off. My torque wrench, it'll do 700 foot-pound, I think, which is 950 Newton meters. Couldn't get it off. So I just didn't have it with me. But what I've done this morning is, and thank you to my neighbour as well, Wayne, who's the chainsaw whippersnipper man. I've got a breaker bar with the 19 socket on it, but I've also got some tubular pipe. Put that in there. It took a lot, so I just couldn't video that. It was just a bit awkward, but I've got them off, which I'm very happy about. Because the other thing that may have had to happen was I might have had to where the washer. So there's your blade, there's your bolt, there's your washer, there's your bracket to protect from, you know, rope and string and wire. So this bracket I made, and I'd already sort of started to, and I've reversed this because I'm putting this back on, but to get in under the edge of the bolt to relieve some pressure. And I was talking with Ian from Ventrac about that, but I just let it go last night, thought about it, and I should have thought about it from the start. That's just me not thinking. So the breaker bar worked, which I'm very happy about. And the blades, the middle blade, that's the middle blade. It's got a bend in it, so it's being changed. I hope you can see that on the screen all right. You can see that bending up there. That's going, even though the side that hasn't been used is perfect, but I can't have a bent blade. So what I've done is I'm putting the new blade in the middle, and I'm swapping the right and the left because of the interchangeable blades. So this was on the left-hand side, so you can see there, it's still not too bad, but on the side that's not used, perfect, and then vice versa on the other side. So I'll get these all on now, and happy days. There's a couple of things I missed with regard to greasing. So I want to grease these caster wheels here. There's a grease nipple on that side, and I want to grease the caster wheels up the top as well. You can see them over here. There's a grease, it's on the other side, but there's a grease nipple up there too. So I'll get them done. So I'll just get set up and and a few things out of the way, and then we'll just get these back on. Okay, so we'll just put these back on, just remembering that, remember I swapped it from the left to the right, so I have to change the bolt, and I've already done that on the other side. Excuse me, it's a bit tight in here, so we'll get this on. It's a bit fiddly. That's going in. There we go. Starting to get a bit tighter. That's all right. I just prefer to make sure that it goes in smoothly and not use the torque wrench, sorry, you know, the impact wrench. Don't want any, you know, cross threading or anything like that. We'll just leave that there for the time being. Move on to the next one. This one's all okay, it's just changing the blade. Brackets is all good. Brackets are all good. In fine. Maybe I should have used my socket, but anyway, it's okay. A bit of crud still on there. Alright, so that's good. That's right. So that's just hand tight. And then we've got this one over here. It's a bit tight in the washer. So I might just go to the vise and get that sorted. I won't film that because we want that all the way through. So hopefully you can see that okay, everyone. It's a bit dark in this little spot, but I got the bolt through the washer as much as I can, and it'll take up within the spindle. I just got to get myself a bit coordinated here. Righto, and just remember it's got to go counterclockwise, not clockwise. What am I doing here? There we go. Just make sure that's right. It's going in, that's good. Just a bit cumbersome, that's all. I'll just grab. Washer is playing up a bit here anyway. Just work our way through it. What that's doing there. So we've got that on, that's good, and then we'll just tighten them up. Just get the bar. Still not doing 80. I'm just going to have to move the camera, everybody. Sorry about this. I just got no room to move. So I've torqued them, everybody. I didn't show it. It's just a bit mucking around. So where you can see the left one, the torque wrench wasn't clicking, but boy, I was putting some pressure on, so I wasn't going any further. Whereas the, let's call it the normal rotations ones, were clicking at the 80 foot-pound. So I'm going to leave the left well enough alone. It's right, and these other guys are right and ready to go. So it's been a well, it's been a learning curve, but that's okay. I know what to do next time, and I've got my breaker bar and all that sort of thing, so that'll certainly happen when I have to change the blades next time. So the other couple of things I want to do is caster wheels. There's a grease nipple here. Give them a couple of squirts. And back here. On it, doesn't want to play. Now that I'm on the camera. There we go. 2 squirts. And there, done. And then over here, up the top. Two squirts, done. And then I'll just hop down here. In here where this caster is, there's a grease nipple in here, so I've just got to find him. Where are you? There he is. Let's give him a bit of a clean up. It's a bit hard. Just get the torch. Okay. That's good. Get him out, that's good. And then I won't show it, but I'll do the other side, and then we'll wrap up this epic. So that's been a bit of an epic, everybody. I'm just going to have to watch as we're looking at the Tough Cut Deck, the left-hand side, or as I'm driving the right-hand side. I'm not going to be using the Tough Cut for a little while now, unless something comes up. But I'll certainly be watching it. I'll check it after if I use it the next time. So, but I've got some power rake work coming up next week in conjunction with the bucket. So I've just got to smooth out and level, and then put some gravel down for, let's call it a sort of a pedestrian walkway, which is actually quite a lengthy area. So it'll be 1.5 to maybe 2 meters. Meters 3, so it'll be about 4.5, anywhere from 4.5 to 6 feet. We've just got to see how it is at the time, and you know how that fits in. I've got an idea, and I've spoken with the customer about that, but it's quite a lengthy area, and we'll just get that going. In between things, there's still a little bit of mowing, surprisingly, because it has been mild. Although this week coming's going to be cold. It'll be maximum of anywhere from 10 to 13 degrees Celsius. So anyway, live and learn. So it was good to learn stuff. I won't say frustrating, but you know, it's what you know and what you don't know. So talking with Ian about stuff, and you know, silly me. I do have a breaker bar, but it wouldn't have fit the pipe. There would be pipe around here which I could use to get the nuts off, you know, the blades with the spindles. I mean, boy, they were on tight. So anyway, that's good to know for next time, good to learn. Hopefully this video is not too disjointed. It's just, it is what it is. The other thing was, I just wanted to say thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to my subscribers. I've got 560 now, which is great. I've said it before, I never expected it. So I really do appreciate that. I do appreciate the comments. I've even, you know, there's been comments from some older videos that have happened over the last week or so of, you know, people looking at the little ZT 2000s or the ZT 6000 and them asking questions about that. So thank you very much to everyone who's asked questions. Anyway, that's it. Saturday for me. It's overcast, miserable, sort of damp. So there's nothing else going on this afternoon. I'm going to go and look at one of the veterinary hospitals tomorrow. It's traditionally damp. So I've got to go for a bit of a drive into Canberra, so I'll have a look at that on the way back and just see how it is. But I don't anticipate doing anything there because it is traditionally a very wet block. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll catch you soon.